Ta-da! Last weekend, I judged the competition together with 6 other coffee professionals in the Philippines. The competition is IQ Brewers Challenge. This was a competition organized by Sweeto Taiwan. During the course of the competition, Baven from Sweeto Asia, he actually was curious why Filipinos keep swirling the coffee after brewing. If you ask anyone here in the Philippines, especially the brewers, the answer would be very simple. It would be the reason why we mix or swirl our coffees or the caraffes after brewing, simply because we want to mix the layers together so that they become one whole. After hearing this from Baven, it got me thinking. When I visited Taiwan, I didn't actually notice people swirling the coffee after brewing. So today, with the help of the dye fluid R2, I am going to analyze the 3 layers of brewing. So the blooming stage, the extraction, and the finishing. And we'll see if it does matter to swirl, or do you really need to swirl your coffee or your carafe after brewing. So I'm gonna make 2 sets of coffee right now. One swirled and one that isn't, right? And then we'll see if there is really a difference. We're gonna use coffee from Sunnyside Coffee Roastery. They are a small roastery from Cagayan de Oro. If you want to try their coffees, maybe visit their Facebook and Instagram and then message them in order for you to be able to visit them. In this experiment, we're gonna use exactly the same recipes, exactly the same pouring technique, same water temperature, same coffee, same grind size, except for the swirling in the end. Right, we finished exactly the same time, but this set, the set here on this side, we're gonna swirl it. Okay. Swirl. And then this one, we're not gonna do anything. But I need to take samples of the bottom, the middle, and the top part. So I have 3 different syringes here. So we're gonna take, okay. So I'm gonna take some from the very bottom. That is 2 ml from the very bottom. Okay, and this one from the middle. Oh, I took a lot. And then we have another one. And I'm gonna take from the topmost part. Like the surface. Okay. Now I'm gonna let those coffees cool down. And then I'm gonna try the swirled coffee first. And then I'm gonna try this one. One more time. Right. There is a noticeable difference in the two. The very distinct difference in both of them is in the body. So this one, this is the coffee that we swirled right after brewing. This has more body than this one. This is a bit thin. I want to put them here on this table. Yeah, looking at them, the unswirled coffee does seem to have a lighter color as compared to the swirled coffee. Right. Now I need to take one more sample from this one. This is the swirled coffee. Let me try one more time. Taste-wise, preference-wise, I would still go for this one. This is more flavorful. It has more body and the flavors are more intense. Let's see what the R2 would say. So we have 4 different samples here. This is the bottom part of the unswirled coffee. This is the middle part of the unswirled coffee. And this is the surface, the top part of the unswirled coffee. And this one should be our control. This is the swirled or mixed together coffee. I'm gonna start with this one so that we have a baseline of what we are looking for. Right, before we start testing, I need to check if the R2 is calibrated. So we're gonna do that right now. I'm gonna put distilled water right here on its lens. There. Then, there. Zeroing. Alright, so we have 0. I'm gonna clean that up right now. And then I'm gonna check our baseline sample. This is the swirled coffee. Right, so we have 1.54%. Okay. I'm gonna clean that up. Then we're gonna try all 3 different. Now we're gonna try the unswirled coffee. So let's start with the bottom part first. Okay. Right. We arrived at 1.55%. Wow, that's pretty close. 1.55. Right, now let me clean this up. Now I'm gonna check the middle part of the brew. Oh, this is different. Okay, we have 1.49%. Right. And then the top part, which is the surface. Ooh. That is a constant 1.50. And we eventually, it ended up reading 1.49. Right. The evidence is very clear. As you can see, The swirled coffee, the mixed all-together coffee, has a reading of 1.54. While when we tested the bottom, the middle, and the surface of the unswirled coffee, we get a reading of 1.55, 1.49, and 1.49 respectively. So what does it tell us? So it is very concrete that the swirling after brewing really does help in improving your coffee. Again, if we try the coffees, subjectively, I would prefer the swirled coffee over the unswirled coffee. So the bottom part actually comprises of the blooming phase and the first part of extraction in your second pour. The middle part should be the second pour up to the first part of your third pour. And then the surface would be your last remaining pours. If you don't mix that together after brewing, you have a slightly bland coffee, slightly thinner body coffee. But if you swirl your coffee right after brewing, you get this higher body, more intense flavor. Everything is packed together. So the conclusion of this experiment, you should swirl your coffees right after brewing. Right, I'm gonna do a blind comparison of the two coffees right now. Let's mark it. Okay. And then I'm gonna put another mark here on the second coffee. This is the unswirled. Okay. That's number 1 and number 2. Okay, so this is the swirled coffee, number 1. And this is the unswirled coffee. I'm gonna be careful pouring this because I don't want to disturb the layers. I'm gonna ask someone to mix up these two so that in a way we have a blind tasting. Okay. Ano mo, Mel? Ipagpalit-palit mo yung dalawa. Okay na? Hindi ko na mahuhulaan yan? Okay. Okay, so we did like a mix of these two. I don't know which one is which. Okay na. Okay. Thank you. Now I'm gonna try and taste them and see if I can find the one and see if we can find the coffee that we swirled earlier. Yes, it has a very, very big difference, and I am certain. Right, even after the coffees have cooled down, and even after transferring the coffees, they still tasted exactly the same. So I think this is the one that we swirled. This is number 1. Yay! I don't know how I can show you this one. Wait. I need to. There, number 1. Okay. As I've said earlier, it's very evident the taste is very different from each other. So the swirled one really has a better body and more intense flavor. Yeah, still is. And then the unswirled coffee tasted bland. it has a very thin body, kind of astringent now that it's cooled down. But yeah, I therefore conclude I therefore conclude that you should swirl your coffees right after brewing. For now, thank you so much for watching. In the next videos, I'm gonna show you more about coffee. Bye!